Perfect. Raw. Alright. Who can guess where we are? If you peek up on the far right-hand side, you might be able to tell, but I don't know. Jen is kicking off Super Chat activities with the 15 Bananagramas. Normally I call shotgun on the drive-in chat, but I'll give the seat to Joe Q. Happy birthday. Joe, happy birthday, my brother. Everyone wish Joe a happy birthday. And Maria, 5 Bananagramas for the gas, and she says, take care. Alright, does anyone know where we are yet? What do we got? 60 behind the jail. Whoa. Oh, a Temu commercial. No, we are not behind the jail. I didn't have to bail anyone out today, fortunately. Let's see. Oh, 80 people, even better. Alright, let me say hello to some people. Let's say hello to Mary, Jim, Phil, Tom Mack, Janice, Maria, Val Marie, Jim Wolf, Marshall, Tom Mack. Did I say Tom Mack? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Chris Nat and Frank, Sony, keep them coming. N90, Chanel Fischel. Come on, I want to say hello to everyone. Drop your name in there. Marie Bella, Great Dane Mom, Venus. Did I say Venus? I say Venus again. I love saying Venus. Crypto, Bert, Lee. Oh, yep, Johnny V. Definitely. Upper Decker at the Rio. The clouds just look so nice. I wanted to come up here and check them out. Did I enjoy? Yeah, I enjoyed my Sunday. Tom Mack with the 9 Bananagramas. That buys us 2 gallons of Las Vegas gasoline. So that is awesome. Thank you very much. And say thank you to Tom for that. Because now the gas is covered. You usually burn like, I don't know, between 2, 3 gallons, sometimes 4. Dan, what's going on? Yeah, you were correct. All right, want to get the better view? Hold on. We're not going wheels up yet. Security was like scoping me like a freak. They're like, what's this guy doing up here? Driving around looking all freaking suspicious. Connection looks good today. I think it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. 102 people. All right, let's get wheels up. For those of you new people, I might as well invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all the stuff, and don't forget to check me out, like right here, brorfredrik.com. Exciting things on the way over there, guaranteed. And Super Chat is the grease that keeps the wheels rolling, so I do appreciate that. Literally today, for the driving chats, they literally keep the wheels rolling. I need an oil change soon, too. It flashed that I had 15%. Freaking oil changes are getting expensive. I used to do it myself, but it almost doesn't pay. It's like the law of diminishing returns. I could save like $20, but you know, it's not really worth it in the grand scheme of things. Bring my iPad, do some work while them guys is doing their thing, and I don't have to clean the grease out from under my nails like I have been for the past 30 years, probably 35 years, nah, 30 years. All right, let's get going. Larry Anderson. All right, which way should we go, Daddy-o? let's go this way. Let's pass through. I saw a vicious accident today. Vicious. We'll come out the back way here. Is this a security? No, that's not the security dude. Excuse me. I guess I should have stayed in my lane. And yes, everyone, I do use blinkers. Hopefully this guy is obeying his. Alright. Haven't been inside here in a long time. And I got coffee, I got water. I'm ready to go. Bonk. So, the accident I saw, I'm in the middle of painting 2 rooms. I'm biting off like more than I can chew by the freaking day, but it's gonna get done one way or the other. Anyway, so I'm painting my 2 rooms. So I had to pick up some painter's tape because now I got to cut in, a couple things and whatnot. All right, good. Anyway, that blue shit that tears off without destroying the paint. I thought I had some, but I didn't. Anyhow, so I'm on my way back from Home Depot about 2 hours ago, plus or minus, and I witnessed, again, it was at a 4-way stop, not even a traffic light or whatever, where most T-bones happen. It was a T-bone, and it was at a 4-way stop, and a Tesla T-boned. I couldn't even tell what it was. Maybe like Altima, something like that, some kind of Nissan, decent looking car. Well, not anymore, but the freaking Tesla T-boned the F out of him. I mean, just hit him. Obviously, he didn't even stop for the light. Just went cruising through and just demolished that other dude. I got T-boned too, and I didn't have that kind of damage, so I don't know what the speed was or whatever, or maybe my vehicle's just tougher, but it bent in both rims. It snapped the wheels off the axles and forced all the Nissan's airbags to deploy around the entire cabin, not just the driver's side. I mean, everything, just a sheet of them. And the Tesla was pretty much wrecked too. But I thought Tesla was like the ultimate safe car. Doesn't the freaking AI supposed to protect you and stop and all that shit? I don't know. Or maybe that person, you have to pay extra to get that support or whatever you call it, the FSD. Oh, you pay, $2,000 a year for the basic and 10, 8 or 10, and now it's a subscription. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but, it's just a scam as far as I'm concerned. Amazon is out there. Those cars that you see that say Zoox, Z-O-O-X, those are all Amazon. I never knew that. I found that out today when I was researching their stock and why it's diving. But yeah, they're out doing their thing too, in an attempt to eventually fire all their drivers and just use automated delivery vehicles. So AI will replace humans, and they are under investigation. Oh, we're gonna hit this traffic, but F it, we got some talking to do. Yeah, I was surprised it didn't catch fire. The Tesla. And obviously I can't keep up on the chat the way look, this guy's gonna go through the light. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Wish you could have like paint guns and just like pang, pang, pang and nail the people running through the lights. But whatever, I'm not a narc. But it's getting so freaking dangerous here as far as driving goes. So that guy didn't get protected. He just smashed the dude, and that's that. Hope there was no injuries. But I thought they'd do better than that. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, China builds the $11,000 Tesla knockoff. But of course, they're going to use it to, map our entire infrastructure, just like they do with DJI drones. That's why the government doesn't use DJI drones, because it's a known fact that it's sending all the data back to China so they can map our infrastructure, our airports, you know, everything. That's just the way it goes. So accidents. Strip is kind of quiet. It's been kind of quiet. Hope everyone had an excellent Mother's Day. It is, if you want to know the temperature, it is 95.3 right now. It's first really hot day today. Kind of sucked. If we're totally honest. It is, yeah, the sky's beautiful. There's no vapor trails in the sky today. And that looks like, hey bro, it looks like natural. It's all natural. A lot of Teslas caught fire due to salt water. Yeah, Tesla. Oh, so those Zoox vehicles, I was trying to figure out why, what's-her-face was diving, Amazon was diving. Two of those Zoox vehicles, which will probably pass, they're like all over town here, rear-ended a few people. One of them caused injuries. I don't know if that's why the stock is going down, but it's an interesting concept. My brother and nephew, now I can read some chat activities. Kind of cake. Tom, what's going on? My brother and your nephew are eating at the Bellagio right now? I would have gone and said hello to him. Same nephew I met. He's a nice young man. Alright, let's see how bad this is. I wanted to come down here because they were saying that the entire strip would be closed down into one lane. Evidently not. Not that I wanted to get stuck in it, but, you know, I like being boots on the ground sometimes. I hope the air condition, because I got to keep the phone kind of cool. Hope the air condition isn't like sounding too freaking horrible. Oh, just got hit with the first commercial. Freaking 13 minutes in. Solar Bellow, they want to freeze my fat. Sell it or something. What is going on down there? I'm reading. Shout out Southeast Kansas, Pitt State Gorilla Slots. Oh, your other nephew. Yeah, I'll be out and about tomorrow. Well, I might not be. I might not be. That's something I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, it is going into one lane. Oh, shit. I see it all the way down there. I see that. See the first arrow blinking over there? There's another one over there telling you to go into one lane. Oh, so this isn't for the racetrack, because technically the racetrack ends here. This is where they make a left and head down towards the pits. So, all right, at least they're doing something over here with our money, with our taxes. So, I'll give you an update, a progress report on how I'm making out. Moving the studio, moving the bedroom back to the bedroom, and moving all my storage facility. Because I told you I'm done with that. All right, let's see. Tomorrow, the duct cleaning people are coming in. Today, I've been painting all day. Yesterday, I painted most of the day. Saturday night, I painted. So I painted the 2 rooms, including the ceiling. Thankfully, I don't have that stupid popcorn shit or whatever. But anyway, what is happening here? Let him go. He's trying to save someone. So I should be done with that tonight. Tomorrow, the duct cleaners come And I didn't want to start doing too much. I mean, I probably should have painted after, but I had the time, so I'm doing it. And they canceled twice, but confirmed for tomorrow, which is all right. It's perfect timing. The paint will be dry. So gonna suck all the crap out of the vents, which here in Las Vegas, they pull out, you know, dust things the size of freaking squirrels out of your vents. You must keep them clean. Otherwise, I take, come on. All right, these people are I'm gonna just make my move now. Bro, you gonna let me in? No. Mazda is not letting me in. I should just get over to the right and be done with it. On a couple of my vents, I actually have, I take nylon stockings. I went and bought some at freaking Walgreens or whatever. You know, no one says anything these days. It used to be, you know, weird, but nowadays it's like normal. Anyway, and I cut them and I stretched them over the vents, and then I put the vent back on. And in about a month, they're like so congested. I mean, it just blows dust. Vegas is such a dusty place to live. Anyhow, I digress, but your vents get completely jacked up. But I got a deal on it, so I try to do it twice a year. 3 times a year would probably be better, but it's kind of a disruption, you know? And it's noisy, and they do a decent job of not letting it blow everywhere. They come in with the hazmat suits and the freaking goggles, and what's going on here? Oh, looks like we had an accident up ahead. Now Mazda man is letting me in. Cool. And I will be kind and let this Tahoe in. Dude, bro. Tom, I see so many, this isn't one here, but I was just thinking, I see so many Colorado license plates. Oh, that sucked. Like, what were you thinking? They just like, wow. They just kissed each side of the car together. Oh, that was a disaster. Those cars are trash. Anyway, what the heck we're talking about? All right, so they're going to come clean the vents, and then on Wednesday, the movers are coming, and I'm going to move all the shit from my storage facility back to the house and go through it and all the rest of that. I'll probably go through it as, I couldn't go through it in there because it's like 10 by 10 and it's pretty well packed. So I'll go through it as I'm letting these guys pack it and whatnot. And I got a hand truck, so the business is done there, and the facility has like those flatbed jams, so it shouldn't be that big of a procedure. And of course, I'll take pictures of their license plates and their VIN numbers and all the rest of that, you know, because I'm nuts like that. Bonk. Yeah, Janice, I got a very busy week. Absolutely. I needed to do this because, again, I probably won't live stream tomorrow. I probably won't I'll definitely not live stream on Wednesday. Possibility for Thursday, depending on how Wednesday goes and how I'm feeling after that. Because, yes, I am paying some movers, but, you know, I still got to lift shit and move shit and F with stuff and go through everything. And, you know, and it's going to be like 100 tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for all that. So we shall see. So what are they actually doing here? So they're repaving a little bit over here. All right, good on you. Look at the amount of police that they have for paving the road. And they're talking about, like, I don't know, what are they talking about? The Super Bowl? Freaking knows. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah, this did go down to 1 lane. So now I know where. Alright, good. Alright, now we get to open it up. Boom! definitely I'll stream on Friday. Just not sure about Thursday. So that's a deal. Yeah, it'll be 100 soon. I mean, it's been, like I said, I looked in my, not my Facebook memories. Amazon always tosses up your memories and whatnot, you know, if you subscribe to the Amazon photos, which I do. And last year it was already 100 by this time of year. And I took the obligatory dashboard picture of it being 101, you know, because that's what us people do here in Vegas. Oh my God, it's 101, I can't believe it. Like we get surprised every year. Oh my God, we live in the desert. No way. Where are we going? I don't know. Just feel like going. Jim West in the house. But it'll be worth it. Then I got the next mission is building back better. I hope I do a better job than Brandon, but we'll see. So I'm definitely going to redo the studio. I got it all mapped out and measured out. I have no idea how I'm going to do the lighting yet because it's a completely different room. I got some ideas for how I'm going to do things. I sold so far, out of my 5 printers, I sold 2. I want to get those other 3 sold pretty much. I got a decent price for them. I got them up on like Facebook Marketplace and a couple other places. That's making so much room for me. I don't even know what I'm going to do with half the stuff that is coming out of my storage facility, but I ain't paying no frickin' $400 anymore. Matter of fact, they called me today, those assholes, and they said, hey, Bror Fredrik, we noticed that you're canceling at the end of the month, and you've been such a good, reliable source of income for us. Is there anything we can do to, you know, keep you around? And I was like, yeah, go F yourself. Go F yourself, that's what you can do. Dumbass. I mean, I called like 3 times asking for some type of rate reduction. And, yeah, I did the whole thing. I got 7 kids, and, you know, their mom died. You know, I'm a single dad. You know, I pulled on every freaking heartstring. Don't judge me. Yeah, I lied. I pulled on every heart. You know, shit. They freaking corporations gaslight you on the regular, so I don't feel bad about doing that shit. Yeah, you know, my 3rd kid is like Tiny Tim. We don't know if he's gonna make it to Christmas, and you know, the whole bit I do. And nope, they were just like, nope, sorry, no can do. Why am I behind this bus? The big bus, because I like big buses. I cannot lie. And they were just like, nope. But now they want my business. Now that I finally canceled, they're like, oops, I think we boiled this frog. And the way I figure, if I haven't looked at that shit in 5 years, I just keep adding to it. You know, if I haven't looked at it in 5 years, I don't need to be storing it. Storing your stuff is just dumb. Except about 1/3 of it's Christmas stuff, which I already have a spot picked out for that. Well, actually, if I get rid, it's all in like those big plastic totes. If I get rid of the, if I sell the rest of the printers, which were on like racks, you know, like the kind of racks you put in your garage, those stainless steel ones, I'll probably sell those too. Then I'll have room to put my Christmas stuff over there. Or I'll just put it out 24/7, who knows. Most of it, no, I wouldn't even say most, about half of it's for outside, and I have no intention of ever, unfortunately, I have to admit it, of decorating outside anymore. It's just not the same here in Vegas, you know? Christmas is like a blip on the radar. It's like, boop, there's Christmas, boop, it's gone. You know, it's not like appreciated. It's not something, you know, if it was up to me, I'd start decorating on frickin' Halloween morning, you know, and take it down like the 2nd week in January, but you can't do that here, you know. Frickin' homeowners association is like, hey, Bror Fredrik, this ain't the North Pole. It's like, F off. Leave me alone. You grinchy bastards. But yeah. So, and it's also hot. I mean, to get out on ladders and do all that shit when it's 105 still in October, no, I'm good. And nobody else does it anymore, you know? Nobody. You don't really see houses decorated here anymore in Vegas. It's just not a thing. So I'll probably sell all that. I'll either sell it or donate it. I don't know who would take a donation of like 500,000 Christmas lights. I'm sure someone will. Do I play the violin? I play the world's smallest one. Wah, 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 wah. Why are we going this way again? Because it's wide open and I can. You know what I feel like doing? Let me check signal over here. I feel like going and crapping all over this place one of these days. Let's see how the signal is over here. This is the place that called the cops on me for live streaming. The cops found it amusing. But they still showed up. I want to see if they'll do it again. And I know who does it, though. There's a photographer right by that stupid bridge. I can't stand this place anyway. This place is ass. It's a pretentious crap hole. But I haven't been here in a long time. And the IMAX theater in here, oh, I swear, that IMAX theater, I got bit by fleas. Texas de Brazil. De Brazil curries. Alright, signal seems alright. Not much to see, though. You guys feel like doing downtown Summerlin one of these days? Maybe they improved their signal. Ugh, ugh. I like the style of it, like the facade. You see that? Let's go around the back. And we'll cut in and out of these streets. Oh, there isn't a back anymore. They got it all shut off. What the hell's going on back here? New construction. Oh, bam, bam. New construction. Look at this. I don't know about other places, but every place that I've lived, especially New York, you were not allowed to build more than 2 stories out of wood. Look at this shit here. Oh, you can go around the back. Look at this shit. That's 6 stories. 6 stories of wood. There's no way that's not going to creak and settle and F up over time. Six stories of wood. That's how a lot of shit gets built over here. That apartment complex I always point out, right across from the Rio, that's the same way. It's that tall and it's all made out of wood. You know, one little tremor, one little errant spark somewhere. What is that going to be? Oh, what is that? An Element by Weston. I don't know what that means. That's just effed up. Giant wooden buildings. Yeah, New York does have laws against everything, but, you know, for a reason. You know, if one of those places catches fire, that whole freaking place is going down. I don't care what they have for fireproofing. I don't care if they use fireproof drywall. It's just all going to freaking go up in flames. I like cement. The outside's gonna crack. It's just a train wreck. It's gonna settle. It's gonna creak. I know about these things. We got good connection down here. We got some green hairs. Ooh, town center. Oh, going back to that IMAX theater. That was like the grossest place I've ever been in. I swear I got bit by fleas in there. But yeah, he almost got T-boned. He just like jumped out of his car like F it. This isn't as nice as downtown Summerlin, obviously. And the headrests, like the seats were like, they had like head grease stains on them. I mean, you could literally see it because they were light colored. I'm looking around and I'm just like, what? Each one of them had like a head print, like a greasy freaking head print in it. It was disgusting. So I had to like sit forward in the seat and not put my head back and get someone else's freaking head grease. And besides the fact that, oh, there she is. She would definitely spank me. She'd be like, hey, Bror Fredrik, you can't live stream over here. Yeah, that would be her. She looked like she had. Alright, that's good. I'm gonna let her go. You're welcome. They said thank you. 5 banana rabbits from Chris and Frank. Thank you very much. And it was so loud, so viciously loud. I had to walk out. And it was, what did I watch? The new Dune? Well, new. That was like 2 years ago. Oh, was that loud? That was stupid. It's a good place to watch planes, though. Why am I going this way? Gotta swing back around. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to see over here. So yeah, if you're thinking about IMAX theaters, don't go to this one. Sky Luna. Let me just pass here. Let me just stop for a second. I'm gonna be like everyone else. Just stop in the middle of the street. Hold on. There is no music playing down here. Okay. Unlike Summerlin, where they pipe freaking music out of the bushes and stuff. Come on, Arizona driver. Yeah, let's get out of here. It's jet. Somewhere over here. At least they're keeping it nice. It doesn't look run down quite yet. Pretzel and churro place. A little bit reminiscent of Green Valley. Maybe we should go down there one of these days. I think on Friday, I want to go to Sunset Park and do some real plane watching, not like we did last time. I'll bring a picnic basket and we'll sit and we'll watch all the planes fly over our head like 50 feet. If they're still on the same flight path, because a lot of the flight paths got rearranged when Allegiant Stadium got built, because they're not allowed to fly planes over it. I wouldn't say not allowed. They're just, you know, out of caution, they don't. Come on now. Look at these people, they're giving 0 Fs. I'm just going in front of you. F that right away stuff. This spot right there, next to that Epstein-looking frickin' thing, which again, Simon Malls has some weird connection with, should I say it? Jeffrey. Like, they use that same symbology that he had on their island on all their shit. You know, if you notice it, it's on all their shit. That dome, that, you know, that weird-ass dome and whatnot, it's on all their stuff. Not sure what that means, but it gotta mean something. That's why I freaking... Oh, right there. Oh, shit. You can't see it. There is a... Okay, no. Alright, I'm taking it off the map. Hold on. You see that? You see right there? That field of freaking cactus of death? When did I go? F you, bro. I think you just earned yourself a ban. Me? Fuck you. See ya. Hide user on this channel. Go F yourself. There you go. That's how you deal with a-holes. You just ban them. Now you can listen to me talk shit about you. But that's the best part of banning you. A fricto musician. Anyway, that's where I backed into one of those cactus of death. That would have eviscerated my foot. What? Who are you yelling at? People yelling next to me. Longest light ever. Chris and Frank says, happy birthday, Joe. We love you and we miss you. I echo that sentiment and thank you for that vibe, Banana Ramos. I miss Frank. I was looking at a picture today. Me and Frank doing kung fu moves. I've been getting so much, I got so many requests now for me to like show merchandise to the audience. But it's all bullshit. Like, a lot of them, they don't even pay attention to who they're just blanketing the earth with requests. They wanted to send me, today, what did I get? A bra holder. It's like a thing, a contraption that holds all the bras and whatever, which, you know, it was kind of fun to look at. And then it hangs in your closet and whatnot. And then 2 days ago, I got like some handbag company they're all from China. They're like, hey, you know, you want to try to sell our handbags for us? And they were ugly. If they were like halfway decent, I would have said yes and then given them away to someone. But no, they were freaking ugly. That new style, that like big, gaudy, button tufted shit. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. But I ain't selling it. I don't think you ladies would buy that. Yeah, I mean, did you talk about purses once? the algorithm's pinging me. But I would have said yes. I would have like given them away, doing not a promotion, but like a drawing or something when I was done showing it. But they were butt ugly. They looked like button tufted seat cushions with a strap on it. It's bizarre. I don't know, their sense of style is a little wacky. Send me something with leather. Alright, let's see how the traffic is flowing northbound. There's a decent amount of people here today. Trying to take their Vegas photos. Went up 2 degrees. Now it's saying 97 even. 97 degrees at 6 o'clock at night. Ugh. Smooth sailing. What does it say? Always bet on pink cherries. So like, remember that place called the Pink Taco that was across from the Rio? I was there for years. I never went. I always used to chuckle like Beavis and Butthead every time I saw it. Pink Taco. The Embe. There's a nice Range Rover. I saw a beautiful one today. Black and white. Alright, let's see what's here. Yeah, pink is a good color. Fuchsia is kind of nice. I like the look of Coach purses, honestly. That's just me. We got 201 people. That's pretty good. Angie, Sylvia, Jim B. Let's see what else is here. It's not too much traffic, so I haven't been able to really look at chat all that much. Who wants to talk a little bit more about finances? Because I do. So we got a little time left. We're only 45 minutes in. We can talk some stuff. Not specifics, but just to give you an idea of a couple things. I hope everyone's like starting to be inspired the way I've been to plan for the future. You know, because like I was saying, who was that, on Friday? Me and Century were talking about that while we were drinking coffee. Social Security is going to be insolvent in 8 years. And what they're going to plan on doing at that point is cutting benefits by 21%. So you'll be getting 79% of whatever you're rightfully owed, which is crap anyway, $1,000 a month. Ooh, yay. So, no. You got to start, if you're counting on that, it's not going to be a good idea. All right. Jim says, let's talk money. Marie says, yeah, okay. Quick one. Someone had mentioned, I think about financial stuff, PLTR. Palantir. Okay, I knew that was in my portfolio in the form of an AI-based ETF that I have. So I was like, let me just sit at it. But, being that he brought it up, I figured let me delve a little deeper into it. See, this is what you have to do. You, as an individual, will never beat the street. You will never beat the market. You will never make the consistent returns that the market has been making since the beginning of time, for the most part. Long term, I'm talking, not short term. Because the game is rigged against you. You got Nancy Pelosi in there. You got the movers and shakers. You can't ride their coattails. You can't day trading. That's the equivalent of just jamming it in a frickin' Buffalo machine, There's a few people that might do good at it, but overall, no. You're not going to beat the street nor the market. Okay, so there's two things that you can do. One is get involved in managed what? Oh, I thought this guy was talking to me. ETFs. Electronically traded funds. You can do that and let the people managing handle it. There's different ones. We can get into the whole thing, but I don't want to get into it. I like there's growth ones. I like dividend paying ones, of course. Duh. Power of compounding and all that. Or what I said last time during one of these conversations is go ahead and get involved in things that things that are in your wheelhouse. If you're into fashion, let's just hypothetically say you're into fashion, you are a fashionista. If you're a fashionista and you want to start investing, you should probably get involved in fashion-based stocks or funds. That's just a given. Why? Because it's something you have a passion about. It's something you can learn about. You can learn all the ins and outs. You can keep your thumb on the pulse at all times. And it's better to own the companies that you like their product than actually buying their product in the grand scheme of things. I make the analogy, I laugh. I'd rather own Louis Vuitton, be a part owner of the company via stock than buy up all their bags. What's the point? If you buy $10,000 worth of Louis Vuitton, I'd rather buy stock in the frickin' company, you know what I'm saying? And let everyone else pad my frickin' wallet. Anyhow, I digress. No, I'm not digressing. I'm on point. So, this is what you have to do. So, PLTR. I am currently, again, I'm not an expert. I'm not giving you stock advice. You do you. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I am currently bullish on that. That is an AI stock. I like the industry. I like the market. I know about it. But I decided to do a little more research. And here's the only way you can be a successful investor in the even in the short term, whatever, just to be a successful investor if you're not going to get involved in ETFs. So, you got to study. So, when this person mentioned it, I knew who they were. I knew that my AI portfolio fund was a little heavy on them, and I knew they recently took a hit to the tune of 15%. The stock is currently trading it closed at 2090. It opened at 2060. What are you doing, bro? You going all the way out there? I am not. Anyway, why'd they take a 15% hit, even though I like the company? So this is what I mean. I'm going to give you what I'm going to endeavor to do right now is to give you what research looks like. So I go on their website. I read all their shit. Well, I have it read to me. I have a text-to-speech program. So I have it read to me in my ear while I'm doing other shit, while I'm painting and whatnot. Okay, so I'm listening. I listen to their earnings call. I listen to their about us, their mission statement, the API, the different, Foundry, and all the different software they're involved in, the AI software. I found out all their customer base. I found out that the government is heavily purchasing from them, but they have a commercial sector also that they're deploying into, and they're picking up one customer a day in that field. And these are big players, Carrier, Delta Airlines, blah, 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 blah. So they're making all sorts of moves. However, their stock freaking, I wouldn't call 15% tanking per se, but, you know, it's not great. Anyhow, stock was trading at 27.5. Now it's trading at 20. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm bullish AF on that. I am going to move something into that because I did sell off my REIT positions, and so I'm still a little liquid there. So I am going to move into them outside of the ETF, the AI-based ETF that I have. Why? Because I did research. I understand the company. I'm kind of in the business. Some of what we do on a business level outside of freaking YouTube and inside YouTube and in editing is based on AI technology. So I understand it. Now, their software is deployable, end user deployable. It's like a sandbox, let's say. So you could turn it into anything. If you want a chat bot that does this, you can have that. It's just like a blank slate where you can design something. If you want to see, a lot of retail companies are using them to figure out who the assholes are that are constantly returning stuff. You know, who the women are who are constantly buying dresses on Friday night and returning them on Sunday morning over and over and over. You know, that way they can flag them. That's what AI is being done, because one person, that's what AI is doing. One person, yes, they could sit down there, crunch the numbers, this and that, but it's always better to pass the buck as a business. Now these people in retail can say, excuse me, but your account was flagged as excessive returns, potentially fraud. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take that back. What do you call me, a thief? Okay, wait. This time we can, because now we are notifying you that, you know, there's an issue. But moving forward, we can't. Okay, so that's what's it. Maybe they'll get less sales, but they'll get less fraud, because that is technically fraud when you're buying dresses or whatever, buying shoes and returning them the next day just to wear them out. Anyway, AI can detect that instead of an individual. Plus, you can blame it on the algorithm. You could say, no, it wasn't. Well, no, the algorithm spit that out. You know what I'm saying? You could pass the buck to a third party. It's always best to do that. You know, it's always best to say, you know, even if you're the decision maker in your business, it's always best to say, listen, I got to run this past accounting and get back to you. It's always best to say that. Always have a third party that you could lean into, whether fictitiously or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these companies can do, and rightfully so. Well, our AI technology spit that out. Wasn't me. I'm not calling you a thief, but you know how this AI is. Okay, good. So, getting back to PLTR. Now, what happened with them is how it tanks, and that's what happened. Now, if it beats expectations, then the stock generally goes up. That's how it works, and it's all done with AI. It's all done algorithmically. Now, I listened to, there's not a lot of analysts in the AI sector, so it's kind of hard to, like, who are these people? So I came across one being interviewed, this analyst. He didn't have the fucking foggiest idea of what he was talking about. I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy. You know, he spent 10 minutes. He's like, oh, I just don't get it. You know, they're not, generative AI really isn't, you know, the thing right now. No, generative AI is what, like, Adobe does. You draw a circle around a bush and you tell it you want it to be a freaking tiger. You know, and it generates it. It's generative AI. It generates something. What PLTR does is it's a sandbox. You could have it do whatever, and it's mostly for crunching numbers, for customer support, for finance, for figuring out who's, you know, who's being productive in your company, who's ripping you off. It's a whole different thing. And this analyst had no freaking clue whatsoever. He was calling it generative, and it's not. They're not in that game. They've written the software. They have they are the Windows operating system of AI technology. Who the heck is going to beat them at this point? That's like they're like the Microsoft of AI technology. Now, can you install other programs on it? Abso-freaking-lutely. You know, is the program being installed of more value? No, because without the operating system, the shit don't work. You know, you can't install Adobe without an operating system. PLTR is the operating system that powers AI. So this guy didn't even freaking understand it. Anyway, I don't want to get too long-winded, but bear with me, because this is what you're going to have to do if you want to trade stocks, like individual stocks. You're going to have to drill down to this level. So I'm looking at this analyst, and I'm just rolling my eyes. Sure, he's a nice guy. I'd probably, have a drink with him, but he didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground when it came to what this company does. Then I say, you know what? Who are these analysts? So I go and look up and Google, and I mean, as much as I don't like Yahoo Finance is a great source. So I'm looking in Yahoo Finance. Who are the analysts? Okay, so I find out the analysts. Now, their pre-earnings call, they said they were going to make $2.6 billion with a B. $2.6 billion. In the grand scheme of things, that's not huge, but it's big. It's big money. 2,600 million. Okay, so that they hit their projection. Their earnings came out at 2.66, slightly above what they told the street they were going to do. So they kept their word. They were on point. So why did they miss earnings? Because one analyst went in there and he estimated that they should have brought in $3.2 billion. And this is prior to, if you don't know how analysts work, they're like guessing, basically. They're using their best educated guess of what a company should and should not make. So one individual guessed, after his research, that they should have brought in $3.2 billion. And what happens with analysts, how it works, is it's a cumulative average. So they take all the analyst numbers. I'm at 2.1, I'm at 2.6, I'm at 2.4, I'm at 2.8, and all of a sudden you have one that's 3.2, and that skews the average higher. So it came out to like 2.74. That was now, being that this analyst tossed a big number, screwed up the average, now PLTR had to surpass 2.74 billion because of that one analyst. So they missed because of that one analyst, but they projected 2.6 and they hit 2.66 billion. So they outperformed their own earnings estimate. But this one freaking analyst comes in high, stupid high. 2.6 to 3.2 billion, that's, let's do the math. It's hard to do math while I'm driving. 600 million more? 600 million more? Why did he do that? He's just optimistic? Does he not? Oh, okay, I'm not saying anything, but let's get the tin hat on for a second. Not saying anything, but let's tin hat. Okay, what if this analyst, because there's very few analysts in the AI sector, what if this analyst was like, F it, I am going to toss up a big number, and I'm sure a lot of people made a ton of money shorting the stock because they missed, and it dropped 15% because of the miss. If that analyst did not come in with that 3.2. If he was more in the same realm with everyone else, around 2.5 PL, and the price would have went up 15%. Instead it came flags. Who is it? So I got to keep an eye on this freaking analyst and where he's coming up with his jive-ass numbers. Was that, I'm not saying that that was a scam or something shady, but someone made money off of it. But you know what I see? I see bullshit. I call bullshit on them missing their number. They have I mean, I don't even want to get into it. The ratios that they have, a 57 ratio versus, I mean, they're doing well. They are doing super well. So I'm going to toss some money at them, and I'm going to buy this low, and I'll probably keep buying it for a while, to be perfectly honest. At $20, I kind of like it. So yeah, that's what you got to be willing to do. Long story short, that's what you have to be willing to do if you're going to trade individual stocks. If you're going to play the stock market, you got to research charts, graphs, buffangul, you know? I mean, 30-day moving averages, 90-day moving averages, 100, you know, you got to know support and resistance, basic lines and frickin' squiggles. Forget about all those other things, because that's already all priced in. You're not going to outsmart the market with the latest indicator you found on Yahoo Finance. You know, you're just not. Oh, when it passes this line, it's a buy. When it goes, no, just stop. You know, you got to know what the average is. You got to know where, you know, the resistance is. You got to know where the support and the resistance is, the ceilings and the floors. You know, you got to understand that shit. Oh, there goes the pawn shop. Pawn shop. You got to understand that stuff. You know, the points of irrational exuberance, greed and fear. I call them greed and fear lines, you know. But anyway, you got to research. You got to study. Are you willing to do that? Are you going to read? Are you going to go and find out the analysts? Are you going to find... That's why I want to find out why Amazon is, you know, they're not like tanking out at 15% like PLTR, but something's going wrong over there. They don't have enough influencers. Why are we driving so slow? Why are we doing 50 miles an hour, bro? What up? Sightseeing? Or your cars is all fucked up? Oh, I mean messed up. Nah. Let's see if this Tesla's gonna T-bone anymore. But that's what are you willing to do that? Do you even know? I mean, yes, all that information is publicly available. You can find that out. It wasn't too hard. That took me about 2 hours of research to figure out why the shenanigans happened, why a company that looks so good, like a hot chick with really bad breath. That would be the best way. I'm like, this chick is so hot, but her breath is stanky AF. That's basically what, you know, PLTR was looking like. You know, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. So I had to go and look, you know, what's up with the halitosis? And I found the root cause. One freaking, you know, analyst coming in with a high number, and he jacked the average up, thus forcing them to miss their mark, even though they called the mark. They said it in their pre-earnings call. Well, we're going to do 2.6, and they did 2.66. I mean, who knows better than them, you know? But anyway, are you willing to do that? It's not that hard. I can show you how. That's what you got to be willing to do. And if you're not willing to do that, that's where I'm digressing. If you're not willing to do that, what you need to do is check fan funding. Nope, we're good. All messages. All right, we're back on track. Yeah, or a hot dude with no freaking teeth. The same thing. Or a hot dude who's got, he farts a lot or some such nonsense, But, yeah. He's got a six-pack, but his butt stinks. Whatever. If you're not willing to do that, just don't. Just be okay with not doing that. Like, let yourself off the hook and say, all right, I don't feel like doing that research. I'm just going to get involved in ETFs. Or just buy, aristocrat dividend. I mean, just go look up, like, kings and aristocrats in terms of dividend-paying stocks and just buy them and frickin' hold them. But you don't even have to do that. Because just get yourself, the genesis of the ETF was amazing for us common folk. It sort of democratized the market. Let them do the work, Especially a well-managed fund. Yeah, you'll pay whatever, 0.35%, whatever. But that's okay in the grand scheme of things because, all you got to do is look at the turnover. You go into the fund and you look to see what, how often they turn the stocks over. Like, they should be actively managed. If something falls off, they should be gone. If Amazon continues to go down, you want to see your fund depreciating their position in them, like lower and lower and lower, and bringing something that's moving, higher in their percentage of the portfolio. You want something actively managed like that, so you don't have to. But if they just stagnate with the same, companies, it's a bullshit fund, and there's so many funds out there too. You could just stick with one, but my philosophy is I stick with an emerging market one, that's AI. I stick with then I play tortoise and hare with the rest. I get into covered call ETFs like JEPQ. Now, again, I'm not making stock recommendations here, none of that shit. I'm just telling you what I do. I got some in that and some in like SCHD, which is the tortoise. Slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady. It just always performs. Covered calls, yeah, it's more of like a little slightly more risky per se, and your upside is a bit capped, but, not always qualified dividends. So, oh, did you see what that guy just did? Did you see what he did? He went in the bicycle lane, spun around over there, and then went through the frickin' red light. That was a maneuver. Alright. Interesting. It's always something to see when you drive in Vegas. But that's all I gotta say about that. In the days where, you should probably talk with a financial planner for your long term. There's even funds where, like, they're timed funds where the closer you get to the point where you want to retire, it actually automatically switches the investment portfolio to meet your needs. Like, basically, when you're younger, it's a little more risky, and as you get older, they tone down the risk. That's how you're supposed to invest. But, I just do that within one, portfolio. Some risk, some safe, some speculation, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, you talk to a financial, especially a tax professional who truly understands shit. And, get into the right IRAs, yada, yada, yada. But after that, I mean, you could do all the study yourself. This isn't hard. I mean, all you got to do, you want to know the difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA? Just freaking YouTube it, and it tells you everything. I'm a big fan of the Roth because everything I make from it in the future, being that I'm using tax money to fund it, when it's time to withdraw, zero tax. Yes, it's capped off. You can't do it if you're making more than $161,000. There's a couple of things involved there. You can only put in $7K a year, blah, 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 whatever. Except if you backdoor one. Ooh, and you'll hear that. And you should be like, what is backdooring an IRA? So I could put in more than the $7,000. Google that shit. Don't pay anyone to do that. But anyway. So I hope you find that inspiring. Get your inspiration. Let's see, how do you know? How do you know if you have a good stock? It feels like guesswork. That's basically what I'm saying. You gotta do your study, Like, I would again, what I'll do is a summary. A summary would be, if you're going to invest in individual stocks, make them something that you understand or have the capability of understanding the market in which they make money. If you go back to Warren Buffett and listen to some of his things, he used to be big into freaking train stocks. He made billions on railroad stocks. How did he freaking do that? He ate, slept, and freaking knocked boots with anything that had to do with trains and the business of railways. He studied it. How much does it cost? What is this? Is the overhead? Is the turnaround? How long does a train last? He just became passionate, super freaking passionate about trains. He understood trains as much as the people running them and the companies owning them. That way he developed the confidence to be able to put his finger on the pulse of what's going on, and he made billions. And if you're going to get into individual stocks, you have to have that same passion. So it might as well be something you like. So if you're into AI, I mean, that's the future. So study everything AI. If you don't understand AI, get into something that you like. Get into something that you could wrap your head around and become passionate about. And just understand the if it's pizza, buy pizza stock. Understand everything. What is the cost per unit on a pizza? How many pizzas per square foot of this location can one pizza place sell? Like, learn everything like you freaking owned it, because that is the principle of being. You're not buying a stock. Like, we disassociate ourselves. Oh, I have a stock. Oh, I have a piece of paper. I have 5 shares of, WTF, what the actual F, No, think of it like this. And, how many pickles they put on every frickin' burger if you're going to buy McDonald's. You should understand what their waste factor is. You should understand how many locations are opening versus how many locations are closing. You should know that business like if you were the frickin' CEO. If you want to make money on individual stocks, or just pick a sector, and you have to like think like you freaking own it. You can't disassociate yourself in the company, and you will know which way the wind blows. You will be like, oh, love the company, but not thrilled about the direction. Oh, they're gonna take a hit because I see this coming, because you understand it. That's so. First, think about. They're all hollering up. You see that? You got to think about what sector do you want to get involved in. Where could you see yourself spending time studying and researching and understanding? What do you want to be part owner of? Because I wouldn't toss like 10 shares at this company, 10 shares at that company, 10 shares at this company, like be the owner of nothing. I would go I wouldn't say all in, but I would understand a sector and be a master of said sector. Reason being is you could say, all right, NVIDIA is getting kicked in the friggin' nuts this week, but, AMD, Advanced Micro, is looking pretty good. So you shuffle the money from one to the other, but they're still in your sector. So you understand these things. So pick a sector that you can get passionate about. And if not, if you don't want to go to that extreme of, the ownership passionate mentality, because that's the only way you're going to do good in the stock market, is if you get passionate about a sector or two. If you have the money, like you have time, Ron, so you can get passionate about 2 or 3 sectors. Get involved in the ETFs. Study what ETFs are and what they can do for you. Dividend paying ETF. You know what a covered call ETF is? They're selling options, blah, 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 If the option expires, they make money. Option gets bought, they make money. Yay. But, yeah. Depends what you want to do. Depends what your goals are. But just don't freaking gamble. It's not, people, that's why the average retail trader just loses all his money. Self-directed retail trader, because you're trading against you're a flea on a pig's ass. In the grand, you see things after the fact. Most of what they're trading on has already been priced in. When they say, oh well, this is happening, that they've been thinking about that they knew that shit was going to happen 3 to 6 months ago. And you're just figuring it out now, saying you should buy, and they're already selling. So, or do you just you do the inverse Jim Cramer. Just do the opposite of whatever Jim Cramer recommends, because he's a big shill. Just satire. Or you can follow Nancy Pelosi, because she's a genius. Everything she touches turns to gold. And then you gotta, if you're in the sector, then you'd be like, all the guys in the C-suite in this company have been selling off shares. You gotta be on top of that shit. What do they know that I don't? Maybe it's time to bail. If you find out Jeff Bezos is dropping $8 billion worth of his own company's stock, something's wrong. And it's time for your little ass to get out. That's what you're looking at, not bars and all that other shit. Red candles, green candles, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. People love to teach that stuff and get paid to teach that stuff. 650. So yeah, just find out about ETFs, and that might spark your passion in general to get into other things. I like Adobe. That's an AI, technically an AI stock. It's a SaaS model. Reoccurring revenue out the ass. And it's a company that I well understand, because I freaking use it. I pay them freaking $60 a month. $720 a year. I might as well own part of the company and get some of that back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's one of those Zookses. ZOOX. They're doing machine learning, but they smashed 2 people already. They're not driverless, but they're eventually looking to fire all their freaking drivers. They can automate. That's AI technology right there. Zooks. Gadzooks. Let's follow him. Oh, let's get in front of him. Maybe he'll rear end me. Do some machine learning on my bumper. Get PAID. So was that interesting? Or was that too heavy and deep for everyone? But my point is, the reason why I even brought that up is, like I said, what was he doing? Yeah, he's doing the exact speed limit. I gotta pace him. Just as an example of what you'd have to do to research what's what if you're gonna just play individual stocks versus just getting ETFs, which, you know, I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of it all. A fan of it all. Is it passive income? Yes. As passive as you can get. But I hate when people talk about passive income. Let's talk about your active income. Because without active income, you have no passive income. Stop fooling yourself. But it's as passive can get. Compounded interest and dividends. That's freaking sexy. It's not get rich quick, it's get rich slow. But get rich nonetheless. And that's why you have to take care of your health. Let me tie that in while I'm at it. You know, you want to do all this investing and, you know, drip your freaking dividends, you know, back in and all that other sexy market stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. However, being that it's going to take 10 years, 15 years, I mean, 5 years, whatever. It depends. I mean, you can see some impressive stuff if you just toss $100K at something, you know, at this stage of the game. But 5 years. But it's the long game. You know, you're looking to play the long game. Oh, I should have turned. Grr. And you want to be around for it. You know, what's the point of watching this compound and compound and compound when you're sitting in a doctor's office because you haven't been taking care of your health? You've been compounding the freaking calories. You've been compounding the freaking Burger King. You know, you want to be healthy enough. So it's an equal proportionate investment. You have to invest and compound your health. That way you're around to enjoy your compounded wealth. I think I just frickin' invented something. Can someone write that down? Please? Thank you. I think I just frickin' coined something. You gotta compound your health so you could be around to enjoy your compounded wealth. There you go. Huh. Wow. That just gave me frickin' shivers. Let me just let's just have a moment with that thought. Wow. All right. I come up with some good stuff once in a while, right? Huh. Too bad crypto musician ain't part of that. One's of a book. What is going on there? It's people like out of the car fighting or something. That is some shit right there. Oh, here's another one of those Zookers. Alright, looks like we're driving off into the sunset while they map the freaking planet for Jeff Bezos. Alright, people, I think I'm going to get going. I'm going to go home, finish painting. One room is complete. The other room I got to finish painting. And then tomorrow, like I said, I got duct cleaning and a bunch of other shit going on. And so, yeah, I'm not going to be live streaming tomorrow. I am putting up a video. I'm not going to be live streaming on Wednesday either, but I am putting up a video. So I'm going to miss you guys, and I think you guys might miss me too. We shall see. But go and check out my other videos. Keep the channel brewing. And let me ditch enjoyed that conversation. Hope it was fruitful for you, because I know it's always fruitful for me. And I always enjoy, I totally look forward to hanging out with you guys. I don't know if you guys fully appreciate that, but I do. I'm legitimately going to miss you guys, because for 48 hours, you're not going to see me. I'll post some stuff up. I'll post some progress reports over at the Bror Nation Facebook group and in the Hey Bror Fredrik group on heybrorfredrik.com. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. That's just, we could talk about stuff like this till the cows come home. I can get into depth and it'll all be categorized if that's what you guys want to do. I haven't really delved into finance other than the fact that I did put out a video called Saving Money is Dumb. And so if you wanna learn about that, go check out brorfredrik.com, because saving money is one of the stupidest things you could possibly do with your money. Save it and put it under your pillow or whatever, mattress. Save money. That is you're destined for poverty if you save money. Yeah, we've got another 5 miles to go. Anyhow, I'm going to get going. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate all your generosity. I appreciate the super chat activities. And I appreciate your company. So I'm going to invite everyone who's not currently subscribed to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week, except for the next 2 days. And if you want to support the channel, check out all the links, but go check out heybrorfredrik.com. It will not disappoint you. Costs you a whole 50 cents a day. So, yeah. And on that note, love you guys. Bror Fredrik out.